What up, y'all? Welcome to Film Geeks, where we discuss everything movies and TV. It's your girl, Samantha. I'm sure y'all probably sick of me by now with all the reels. And I got the homie, I got my homie Shine all the way in Columbus.
Yo, what's up, family? Hey, happy opening day. This is for everybody that can see me on YouTube. Got to wear my Indians because I can't acknowledge the Guardians just yet, unless they win the World Series. So what's up? How you feeling today?
Hey, I'm excited. Thursdays are exciting days.
Yes,
I love recording day. That's what we call it, recording day.
I love the text that you sent earlier. Like, it's recording day. Like, yes, it is. All right. Well, look, we got a fun-filled episode for you guys. But before we get into anything, just want to let you guys know that our show definitely has 100% spoilers. So if you have not watched the stuff that we're going to talk about, watch it. And then come back and listen to us. We definitely appreciate that. I also want to thank everybody who has reached out, who has commented.
Sure.
Man, like, we definitely appreciate all the love that we've been getting. Samantha, super shout out to you for the reels that you.
Hey.
Oh my God, girl. Got a couple thousand pieces on the TikTok.
And guess what?
We don't even know. We don't even TikTok. We don't even know how to TikTok. But yes, you got 2,000 pieces. So, hey, kudos to you on that. Congrats on that. And it actually made me watch those shows. I think that the 2,000 pieces were Adolescents on Netflix, and then the other one was The Pit on Max. And I'm caught up on both because of your reel. So. Kudos
Shout out to you for posting those reels with the awesome hashtags that got to 1,000 likes. Don't short yourself, buddy. You did your thing too.
Well, you know what? But you put in the work, and I mean, you watched it. So I mean, you know what? Kudos to
Film Geeks for the win.
Pat on the back for both of us.
Film Geeks for the win.
There you go. And we don't want to go any further without acknowledging our super producer, your brother, JB. Man, I love this man. Like, he gets us together every 2 weeks. He gets, our videos out there, man. So we definitely appreciate you. If you're looking for services from JB, you can reach out to his website. It's actually, our producing company is Taurus Media, and his website is taurusmedianow.com. And you can also follow him on Instagram at Taurus Media. Now, it's Taurus Media Now on Instagram, correct?
Yeah, and the website isn't up and running just yet, but you can follow him on Instagram.
There you go.
Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started.
We're going to get started.
Yeah. Let me take a little sippy
What do
sip.
we say?
Go
Take a
Cavs.
sippy sip. What do we say? Let's get into it.
Yes, that's what you say. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right. So we've had a couple of shows. We're going to provide a couple updates on what we've been watching. But first and foremost, let's get started with season 2 of Severance. It ended this past Friday. And I will say, for me, the finale saved it for me. That's just me. But Samantha, what you got? Let's go into details, because I've been itching to, we didn't talk about it on purpose because we're going to talk about it right here.
Right.
So what was your take on season 2? Like, I gotta know.
So, Severance season 2, it didn't live up to season 1. The finale did. It redeemed itself. The finale did redeem itself. I just feel like, and I'm just going to touch on just a couple of parts. All of that from episode 1, season 2 to the finale felt like it was for nothing. And when I say that, I mean, you had your co-workers looking for Gemma. You had people trying to, what is it called, reintegrate, or what was that called?
Yeah.
You had your
reintegrate.
You had that lady doing all of that so you can remember. You had your Helly going on trips looking at goats and stuff, only for you to still choose Helly. Like, even the conversation he had with himself with the video camera, I was just like, all of that was for nothing. And my whole, I'm a big metaphor analogy person because I like to see things visually. And I feel
Okay.
like the whole season 2 was kind of like the innie was like the devil sitting on this shoulder, and the Audi was the
Yeah.
angel sitting on this shoulder. And Mark innie was, the angel, and he wanted to do good. He wanted to find his wife. He, believed it. And then the Audi was the devil. Even with Dylan
Yeah.
having a fight with his Audi over his wife. Y'all messing with the same
Over his wife.
person. I was so confused by that. But the innie, like, what did the innie do? He got fired for, what did he get
Yeah.
fired for?
Well, no, didn't he want? Well, no, didn't he want to quit?
He wanted
no,
to.
no. The Audi wanted to quit.
The Audi wanted to quit, but the innie got fired. But even still, it was still the angel and the devil. He wrote that letter trying to apologize to come back, and it was. I got confused. I got confused a lot. I mean, I got it, but it was confusing, especially that conversation that Mark had with that video camera. I was so disappointed. I was so mad. Like, why you just didn't go with your wife in that damn hallway?
Man,
That's like, real talk. That's all I have in my notes. That's all I was confused about. It could have been a touch better, like how it ended with the season 1.
I just felt like it had to end with drama, just like the first one did. Because, the first one, that was when they hit that switch. And then, that's when Mark finds out, like, that Gemma is alive.
Right.
But in this one, of course, he had to make a decision. And, I mean, the only way that you can kind of get, what's the word I'm looking for? The only way that you can, like, have the audience just like, is if he went back with Helly, and he did exactly that. And I mean, I'm sitting there watching like, oh my God, like, all right, he about to go with her, and then that's going to be that. That's what's going to stir up the drama. What I'm hoping is that we don't go another 3 years, because what was it, 3? But I guess COVID has something to do with, like, the production, I'm guessing.
No, I don't think it
Or
did,
it
because
didn't?
season
Or
1 came out during COVID.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but Ben Stiller said that we won't be waiting that long for season 3.
Okay, good. Because I have to know what happens. I can't be sitting here like in suspense. Like,
Right.
And then I may even forget about the show. But I mean, the highlights of the season, honestly, was, obviously Mark starts season 2, and Mark is running down the hallway, and the way they did that camera shot, that was pretty cool. Mark actually mating with Helly and both. I mean, her innie and her outie. Like, that was
so
pretty
funny
weird
every
within
time
itself.
that says that. Innie and outie. Sorry. That's
And
my
then,
immature moment.
I mean, and then, the whole season finale. I mean, like, you had to have a season finale like that. Like, I feel like, to me, the season finale saved the series. Like you, I just felt like, okay, what just happened? What did I just watch? Because I think the season after Homeboy figured out, like, it was her. It just went on, like, this whole stagnant, like, oh my God, you looking at your watch, like, or you on your phone looking like, okay, is this over yet? I mean, you got Miss Cobell's, you got her backstory. Important. You needed that, but
Did we really need
it
that?
was definitely underwhelming. Well,
Did we really need Miss Cobell's backstory?
Well, I liked it.
I mean, maybe they'll use it for season 3.
People maybe.
They might use it for season 3.
Yeah. But I love Milchek, Mr.
Yes,
Milchek.
yes.
That scene where he put the little thing down and he turns down and run, and then to come to find out from what you told me that was not the take that they were going to use, but I guess they liked it so much they used that take. when he turned around and ran, and the way that he ran out of that room, I literally screamed. Oh my God.
I did
That was
too.
probably my favorite part of
I
the
was
episode.
cracking up. I'm like, what type of shit is this? But it was so funny.
Yeah.
That was one of the best parts for real of the whole season for me.
Yeah.
Milchek's
Yeah.
antics, the devour feculence line. Did I say it right? Devour feculence. That line was so fucking hilarious.
Yes.
And I
Hey,
will
don't,
say,
don't give me the line. You said it better than I would get it.
I will say, I did like how the very first episode of season 2 they had Mark running. I think you just mentioned that, and then in the
Yeah.
second, I mean the 10th, the final episode, the finale, they had him running again, but with Gemma in those same hallways. I like that comparison.
That whole retro ending, how they did that, I
Yeah.
thought that was very clever. That was pretty dope.
That was.
I actually like rewound it back just to watch it again. I was like, damn, this look like I'm watching some shit from the 80s. I thought
Yes,
it was pretty cool.
yes. We're such 80s babies. I love anything retro too.
Yes. Listen, man, I'm all about it. All right, well, that was season 2 of Severance. I mean, what did y'all think? Let us know in the comments. Yeah, you know, I'm always up for discussion, but
Heck yeah.
I think we pretty much summed it up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So
let's address the elephant in the room once again.
is it really an elephant now?
We on this whole. Well, no, I guess it can't be an elephant no more because we kind of let the cat out, and here we are. So,
Back
The
down in the
Wire
hole.
season 2,
Yes.
back down in the hole. But now they went through a whole different. I mean, I guess the best way I can kind of describe The Wire is like an extended episode of Law and Order. It's a different case, different crime. And this time, you know, they focus on the Baltimore Harbor. And where it kind of jumps off is, let's see, we got, what did they had? They had dead girls that was in one of those trailers or one of those I don't even know what you call them.
Shipping containers.
Yeah, shipping container. There you go, shipping container. So they found dead girls in there, and that's what kind of got that kind of jumping off. But what really got it popping was what was he, a police major? I guess he was putting up windows in the church or whatnot. But the harbor dudes had them. They had their windows in there, and he was all butthurt. And then he's like, "Well, wait, where these dudes, you know, getting this bread from?" So
Yeah, it was a personal
you know,
vendetta.
that's kind of like. Right.
Yeah.
So that's where they kind of got the band back together. But it took a while for them to get the band back together. I mean, it took them like maybe 6 episodes.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
McNulty didn't come until like 8 or something like that.
I honestly
But,
thought it wasn't going to happen until season 3. Yeah, I didn't think they were
Listen.
going to come back together until season 3. But you can carry on because I don't want you to forget about the Whistler. Because last time you forgot to
Omar?
talk about Omar, yeah, and I didn't want you to forget your thoughts about
Man.
Omar.
So Omar, man. So what I love about this, well, all right. So this show happens back in 2002, 2003, and Omar is what is the correct term to use? He's a thug, but he's a homosexual, I guess.
Why are you whispering it? Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody.
I
But what
understand.
but he's like everybody knows this, but to play a character like that back then, you know, now is more common. It's like you look and you just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, that's what it is. But for him to play this type of role in a time period where that was not accepted, but that role is so important to the series. And when I say that this dude, Omar, that boy get the whistling, dudes start shaking, they start running. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like when the hyenas was like saying Mufasa's name and they go, ooh, you know, like, man, Omar was just that dude, man. And my man had a show out, episode 6 in the courtroom. Oh my God.
That was so. I love Omar. Omar is honest. He is who he is unapologetically. And I love that
Yes.
about this character. He owns his homosexuality. He owns the fact that he's a thief. He owns the
Yeah.
fact that he is that shit. Like he knows he is. I love it. He's not scared. And he's even like human. Like the way he didn't kill the Muslim brother from New York,
Yeah.
called the police because
Yep.
he knew what was up. He knew he was lying, or he knew he was set
Yeah.
up. Like I love the character so much. It's no debate about that. I think we on the same page.
Brother Muzon,
Thank
that's his
you.
name.
Thank you.
Yeah, that little exchange that they had in the hotel because he was like, "Brother, that's not my style." Like,
Right. And he believed him. He said it with
Yeah.
some conviction. So I believed him. I mean, even though we knew, he did.
right. I mean, but he was ready to take that L. He
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, look here, like you can
Yeah.
kill me, whatever you gonna do, but I can tell you now that ain't my style. And I was in New York when all this happened.
Right.
There was some. I mean, so just kind of, you got a whole new set of characters, in season 2. And the crazy part, you kind of get attached to them. So it revolves around the Sabaka family. So the Sabaka family. They are the ones that are kind of running the harbor, with the shipment containers or whatever the case may be. He got his son. What is it, Ziggy? Man, Ziggy, I want to whoop his.
Yeah, I think we both did.
He,
Motherfucker. I'm
look,
sorry.
he got everything he had coming to him because he was like Wendy on Ozarks, like something to be going good, and then he'd just go and just mess it all up, and you'd be like, really? He got slapped up by your boy Method Man, you know what I'm saying? Got his car taken, got it set on fire, ended up in jail. What did he do though? He did something. What did
What
What did Ziggy do? Ziggy did something else.
He killed somebody. He killed those people that he
killed
was stealing for.
Right.
Yeah. And then turned himself in.
Yeah,
That
so
made me like him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was getting beat up in a jail.
Yeah.
But I guess people kind of hate on this series. I mean, not this series, but I think season 2, like all together, because it just went a whole different route. Like it went from, them concentrating on Barksdale, Avon, Stringer, and all of them. And then, oh my God, you go into like the harbor. But then it was more of like a kind of like a bridge kind of like season. And that's what, Jamil Hill and what's the other guy that they got the
Van
podcast?
Lathan.
So that's what they kind of talked about. Like, was the series the best out of, all 5? No, but I guess the things that happened in it was kind of needed,
Yeah.
just to see, how everything basically gets into Baltimore. Cause I mean, the harbor is like right there. So I can see how it kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So
and we are for season 3. What can we say? Do you think that we can have the series finished by next episode?
Well, first off, I didn't get to put in my 2 cents.
Yeah, my bad.
So-
Go ahead.
Exactly what you were saying. It is a bridge. I think it is needed. I really appreciated how season 1 ended, and then the end of season 2 picked up where the season 1 kind of ended. They're like right back
Yeah.
where they started. So it's like a transition right into season 3. I did start season 3, but I'm just not done like you are. Listen, it's been, how many episodes is this for us?
This is 4.
This is episode 4 for us. So each episode, we have a running theme here that I don't think anyone noticed, or maybe they have. But we always talk about Sterling K. Brown, and that's because he was the first celebrity that actually liked one of our posts.
Yes.
But I'm going to keep this thing going. I was watching the Pivot podcast with him, and I love the Pivot podcast, by the way. Shout out to them. And he discussed where he actually what is it called? What do you call it when you try out for a role?
Audition.
He auditioned for the role of Stringer. Could you imagine Sterling K.
Really?
Brown as Stringer? Yes, really. I'm so glad he didn't get that role because now I hate Idris Elba. I absolutely hate Idris. He's a BAN. Why he killed D'Angelo Barksdale? Why he have him killed?
Oh yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yeah.
He set up the
And why
Muslim
he's sleeping
guy.
with his girl?
Oh man. And he set up the Muslim guy to take the fall for that
Right,
stuff. That pissed me off so bad. And then I was thinking about it. Idris Elba, aside from Daddy's Little Girls, he's never played a good guy, has he? And I can't think of nothing off top that I've seen.
No.
I'm just like,
no.
this. I hate him. I'm glad I didn't see this back in 2002 because I wouldn't like him. Just like Blair Underwood. I can't stand Blair Underwood. He always get them.
Oh, from that Tyler Perry movie.
No, even before, like every role Blair Underwood gets, he's always playing a bad person. For me,
He
it
wasn't
was
bad and set it off.
no. That was the only one. Law and Order SVU. Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was another
you're
one.
right.
It was called Just Cause. He was convicted of a crime.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I digress.
Okay.
Okay, Frank
Damn, I
Sabaka.
didn't know he auditioned for that.
Yes, I didn't either. So Frank Sabaka is the one that you were talking about that had the flex the stained glasses in the window, and Valchek, Major Valchek, which is Prez's father-in-law. They just basically had a personal vendetta against him. But he didn't want the man to die. It sucks that he got to die. And I also noticed that Omar liked the light skins. the dude Brandon that got killed, he's light skinned. The dude he kind of dating now. It's light skin.
He got a type.
Yeah, he do got a type. You know who I don't really like either? Carver. That was Gabriel from The Walking Dead. Pastor Gabriel.
Carver, which one?
Pastor Gabriel from The Walking Dead. I don't like Carver. He's another like BAN. Like he get on my nerves. Like his character gets on my nerves. Bubs. Poor Bubs.
Yeah.
I love Bubs though. I really do. Go ahead.
You know, his partner is, oh my God. Do you remember that movie Kids from 95?
I do not remember that, but I did know that because I never seen Kids.
But his partner is, well, I mean, I think it was important when we were growing up
Yeah.
to have seen that, but I probably wouldn't watch it today. But Bubs' partner was the main kid in that movie that was, passing out that thing.
Yeah, we learned that from I learned that from the podcast. The podcast is called Way Down in the Hole also. It's Way Down in the Hole with Jamil Hill and Van Latham if you guys are interested. I will say overall, I'm enjoying it. Like Sean said, it's definitely a bridge. Season 2 was not terrible. It wasn't terrible at all. I enjoyed it. They all work well together, and it seems like Carver and Herc they trying to branch out and do their own things, or don't like being the whatever they are, the street. You know what I'm talking about. They don't like being that.
Yeah.
I also love how with each season they give a different rendition of the same song. And I thought you would have picked up on that because you're the song person when it comes to TVs and movies.
But you know what? So that is the intro. Like, and I was thinking like, damn, that sounds like New Orleans. Like that's just kind of the vibe that I get from it. But it was more so like inside the show itself. I mean, it was just going back like through all the bangers back in our club days, you know. Well, I'm gonna say your club days because I went to the club. I'm lying.
What? So also, I want to throw in there about Kima. Kima's facing some difficulties. Like you can tell she don't want to this parenting thing. She don't want to be a mom, and she brought up a very very good point that I really appreciated. And she was like, she knew I was a cop when we were dating.
Yep.
She knew I was a cop when we were together, and she know I'm still a cop. So, what changed? Like, and I really
I
appreciated
think the fact that she got shot. I mean, getting shot in in the line of duty, I think that kind of changes things. So I can see where her wife is getting at, but also to your point, I see where Kima's like, well, wait, like you got me with no, I got it.
Yeah.
No need
But
to
I feel
repeat
like
it.
she was thinking like
I'm
that
tracking.
before she got shot. It was there, but it wasn't
kinda got
as
those
there.
vibes.
Yeah. I don't like that.
And more to, I will say more to come on that in season 3 once you
just shut your
get there.
face.
But
I don't want to get there.
yeah, I won't say nothing. And McNulty, so he, even though McNulty was kind of late to the party, he's kind of going through his things too, because he wants to get back with his wife, but she ain't really with it, and it's like he's lost without being on the team.
Yeah.
So for them to finally bring him back, like he has like this, what's the word? Like his second win, if that makes sense. So, I love, he definitely needed that, because I'm just thinking like, if this was like a real life situation, like where would he be? Like, would he take himself out? Like, you're not saying that he is suicidal, but when you not doing the things that you love to do. And then on top of that, you want to get back. And it didn't help that they had sex either. And that also always confuses things.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean,
He was the one solving the crime, behind the scenes. Like he was doing all the work.
what I say last episode, he is that guy that you want, damn, how did I say that? I can't even remember how I said it. But he's definitely the guy that you need on your team.
Yeah. Yeah. That was bad. All right. Well, I guess we're going to move on to the next series that we're both watching, which is Daredevil.
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 We're going over episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
How you feeling about it? How you feeling about this series?
It's fresh in my mind because I literally just finished like 3 hours ago.
Let's go.
I'm loving it. I think it was episode 4. First of all, shout out to that content creator that does those Kingpin impressions. I seen a couple of them before you sent me the ones you sent, and I laugh every time. He is so spot on. I do not know that content creator's name, but oh my God, them Kingpin impressions, hilarious. He is spot fuck on every time. That's all I could think about when I was watching the episodes.
Yes.
Daredevil is good overall. I see the niece has some vested interest in what's going on with his uncle, with her uncle's killer and everything. It was sad to see that. Who was the new guy? Muse? Is that his name? The new villain?
I believe. Yeah.
Muse, who uses
I believe so.
the blood of his victims to paint murals on the city walls of New York.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Out of control. That's what that is.
Is Muse popular in Marvel, or is this just something for the show?
You know what? Don't give me the line. I'm sure
Somebody gonna correct us. Yeah. They gonna let us.
Somebody gonna correct us and let us know, because Omar happened already.
Yeah. Right.
Via text message.
Right. And then when did he steal Adam? When did he steal her lover?
I know, right? That was pretty
that.
trippy. No, No, I don't remember at all. I mean, I just know that she mentioned him, and
Mm-hmm.
then I just kind of put two and two together before it got kind of like confirmed. But that little man, I do love the whole back and forth when you had Daredevil, Matt doing this thing, and then Fizz doing like that whole sequence of them going back and forth as
Yeah.
they're both fighting, and
Yeah.
it's like they're both kind of like, all right, we about to get back to what we've been doing, because I
Right.
just felt like Fist as mayor is a while this is something that he wanted to do, he's just not able to be what he's used to being. You know, he's used to being in control.
Mm-hmm.
Now as mayor, you got to make yourself available. Like you're a
Yeah.
public servant at this point, and
I peeped that
it's just
too.
different for him. It listen that scene in the school, like man, I thought he was gonna take one of them kids out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if it was Kingpin and not Mayor Fisk,
Right.
I'd have felt bad for them kids.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have too much to say. It's decent.
Yeah.
The bank robber scene, that was pretty cool. And how he left the jewel for the
Mhm.
dude. I actually
Yes.
thought the dude was a part of it at first, but I'm like, okay, maybe not. Yeah, the confrontation with Frank Castle, Punisher.
Yeah.
How do you even? How does a blind man know where to find these people? Like that. Like that blew me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man, yeah, somebody gonna have to explain there. I mean, because I know, like, my man can hear.
Yeah.
He can see like, if he hit it, like, he can see, like, an outline of you. I mean, I just think it's pretty remarkable to
Yeah.
know where you are. The casting for him, Charlie Cox, is just, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I love him in this role. Like, I don't think nobody else. When I think about the perfect casting, like, this is 100% the perfect casting as Daredevil.
Agreed. I don't think I have anything else to say. It's good.
I'm loving the series,
Yeah.
and I'm just ready to get to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so excited that I know that we're getting to season 2. We're potentially going to get the whole Defenders crew with them as well. So let's get it. Let's get
Yeah.
it.
Exciting.
Well,
So-
so that was Daredevil.
Was-
Movies. So I was able to get out and see a movie recently. It was called Opus. And if you know me, I got a love-hate relationship with A24 films. Like, they're like M. Night Shyamalan movies. They're either really good or they're really bad, but they're always sideways, no matter what. So this movie stars John Malkovich and Io Edeberry. I'm pretty sure I said her name right.
You did.
Yes.
I think
well,
you did.
Well, I said her name right because I ended up YouTubing and I wanted to hear her say her name, and she said it, and I said, yes, I got it. But anyway, she plays a journalist by the name of Ariel, and they're asked to come to like this, like a Michael Jackson, like Neverland, like ranch for this artist by the name of Moretti, who is played by John Malkovich. Now, this man has not dropped a song. He has not dropped a song or an album or anything in like 30 years. Out of nowhere, this man drops a banger. And it truly is a banger because this song is played like often on my Apple Music. Don't judge me. I can't
get
even
it.
get it out. Like,
This is you, so I totally understand. But the people might, judge you. But I totally understand.
all right. So while I'm watching this movie, and you know how they have the rolling credits or whatever the case may be, I see executive producer The Dream, and I'm like, The Dream? I'm like, that's interesting. Now, mind you, like, I don't follow The Dream on any type of social media or anything like. Well, I don't really have a lot of social media, so. Once I saw his name, and then I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But then when they played this song, and I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm vibing, I'm like, damn, that got like a dream feel to it. And there's another song on there that's a banger as well. If y'all get a chance, just listen. Type in Moretti, in Apple Music or wherever you listen to your music, these 3 songs gonna pop up. The one song that's like really, really long, you ain't gonna really like that one. It's just long. But the other 2, bangers. But anyway, Moretti is like a Prince-like mogul. Like everybody loves this dude. It's like this dude could do no wrong. But anyway, he invites these people to like his house or his ranch out in the middle of nowhere where they where you can like review his album. Now my man has a full itinerary of what he wants his guests to do, but it gets kind of weird because it's like cultish like.
Ooh.
And then people start dying. Now the girl Ariel, the the main character, she kind of starts picking up on this. She starts picking up on the red flags like immediately, and she's like, "No, this ain't gonna work." Come to find out, with everybody kind of dying on this little plantation, I don't really know what to call this place, like, because it's just weird. But ultimately, the story is just kind of him just kind of get his message out, his cult out, and they're like out in the world. I don't really know what this. Oh my god! But I liked it though. The crazy part is that I love this movie. Like, and I know that you couldn't get to go see it, but I'm telling you, like, I think like if you see this movie and then like we kind of converse and go back and forth on it, like you'll see like, okay, I see. But what I would say is that John Malkovich was awesome in this movie. He's played so many different roles, and for him to play a role like this and with the dancing and him singing, like he was just, I thought he was out of his element, but he did phenomenal. Like I felt like he was open to everything, the dressing, the singing. Man, he need to come out with a music video for these 2 songs. That's all I'm gonna say. Like that's just where I'm at with that. But that's Opus. It'll probably be released on digital because I don't think it like was a banger in the box office, but it should be out on digital soon, man. Definitely check that out. A24 Studios. Y'all got me with this one, and y'all got some more coming up, but we'll see. All right, so where we at now?
So,
you got any questions you want to ask me something about this movie?
No, I was just going to say I follow The Dream on Instagram, and when he started putting up stuff about Opus, I thought it was another album, so I was super excited. But then I found out it was a movie, and I was like, oh, okay. But that's it. I didn't get a chance to see it. I wanted to, but I'll go see it now, or I'll wait for digital.
There you go. Yeah, we could talk about it then because I'm just I can't really explain it, but like I feel like if somebody else sees it and then we kind of go back and forth like discussing it, it'll kind of like make more sense.
Yeah,
but I liked it.
I get it,
and that's saying a lot from A24 Studio Film.
A24 does pretty well. I like it. Well, like you said, it is hit or miss. I'm not even going to argue with that. It is hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we got next? Oh, this is our top 10 segment.
So this has been a thing, and we kind of talk about this from time to time. And top 10 underrated actors. And what metrics were you going on? Like,
that's a good question. That's a really good question. So for actors, we mean male actors, not like collectively men and women. Yep. I was going on performance.
Okay.
Range, like comedy, drama, thriller, whatever, range. And I would say popularity, but not necessarily popularity. Just range and performance and like the variety. So that's pretty much it for me. How about you?
I would say everything that you said, but the only thing that I would add to it is an Oscar nod.
Okay. Well, if they got an Oscar nod, then it wouldn't be underrated, will it?
Well, you got some people that got an Oscar and they took it and you ain't never seen them again.
I would say an Oscar nominated for an
Yeah.
Oscar. That's what I would say.
Right, that's what I'm. That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
I thought you meant
yeah, a
Oscar.
nomination.
They won.
Yeah, not a
okay.
not. Yeah, no, not a win.
I'm
just
tracking.
a nod, like a nomination. You tracking?
I'm tracking. No, yes. Okay, gotcha. We're there. So I guess this is in no particular order. Maybe I tried, but it didn't sound right out loud.
All right, well.
So we
ladies
got.
first.
Are we gonna go from 10 to 1 or just?
Well, you want to?
We can
Well, I guess
alternate.
let's just kind of go up. Yeah, we can all. There you go.
We'll alternate. That's fine. So my first pick was Lakeith Stanfield. Amazing, amazing actor. Doesn't get the notoriety that he deserves. So much range. We got Sorry to Bother You, Book of Clarence, Atlanta. He was freaking hilarious in Judas and the Black Messiah, Get Out. The Harder They Fall. I don't know if you guys watched The Changeling on Apple. That was kind of like thriller. And then Photograph, that was like rom-com-ish. So Lakeith Stanfield definitely gets that stamp of an underrated actor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Like, I was just thinking about his resume because his name wasn't originally on the list. So
No,
when I saw
it
it, I was just like, oh, okay. All right. And so this actor that I got on my list, I actually just got done talking about him, John Malkovich, and the range that he had. And I think it really got me thinking about it after I watched him in Opus because, I mean, for him to do a role like this as an artist, like it's just, I've never seen that out of him. I've seen him play somebody that was, I'm going to say IQ level was really low. Him playing, damn, what was the dude's name in Of Mice and Men? Oh my God. Why can I not think of it? Lenny.
Yes.
Lenny. Yes. So I think about his role in that movie. Then I think about him in Con Air when he played Cyrus the Virus. Then I think about he was in Red with Bruce Willis. So more of like an action film, but he had like a different role. So just seeing I like to see artists do things not necessarily out of their comfort zone, but I like to see them in different spaces. So there's one of mine.
Was there a movie called Being John Malkovich?
I believe so.
Was he in that movie? Or was it like a movie about him?
Let's see. Oh, look at that. Man, my iPad must be listening because as soon as I started typing it, he was, let's look at the cast. Being John Malkovich. He was definitely in that. Okay. Him, John Cusack. Wow, looking at this cast made me want to watch. Damn.
You never watched it?
I never.
I feel like that was like nominated for an Oscar.
Really?
I believe so. Maybe not, but
hold on. Let's look at. Well, oh, listen, my iPad moving right now. Accolades. So it was nominated for Best Director.
Okay, I thought so.
Best Supporting Actress, Catherine Keener, and Best Original Screenplay.
Okay.
So those were the three at the Oscars that year.
Okay. So my next pick is Lawrence Fishburne, who rightfully so is very much so underrated. You got Boys in the Hood, The Matrix, all the John Wicks. What's Love Got to Do with It? Oh, one of my favorites. Akilah and the Bee, and we can take it all the way back to School Days. And he also was in Just Cause when we were talking about Blair Underwood.
Yeah.
So like he has so much range. I feel like he deserves an Oscar. Like for a lot of these roles he actually played. He's in one coming up now called The Amateur with Rami Malek. I actually plan on going to see that.
Oh, definitely going to see that. That's definitely on the list.
And he even had like a thriller called The Cellar Door. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. No, I just want to say he was nominated for Best Actor for Ike Turner.
Right. I remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and Angela Bassett, they were
Yeah.
both nominated, but I believe they both lost to Silence of the Lamb. They took both. Anthony Hopkins and homegirl, I can't think of her name.
Clarice.
Clarice,
Jodie
well,
Foster.
her, but
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. Yeah,
Yeah.
they took that. And I can
Yeah.
talk about that one all day. 'Cause that was
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, kudos, man. Shout out to Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he's still going strong. That's the best part.
Still going strong. Yes. Well, underrated, and I don't even know if I can really say if he's underrated. I just feel like he just doesn't get the accolades,
Yeah.
or he hasn't got the awards that I feel like he should have gotten. And that's Samuel. Like, Samuel has so much range. Like, you can give this man a script and he would transform to whoever you need him to be. He would give you an accent. He would give you a dude straight from the hood. He'd give you a college professor. He'd give you. I want to see him play a lawyer. Did he ever play a lawyer? I mean, he plays so many roles. I mean,
believe he did. I can't think of the movie off top of my head, but I feel like he did.
he's gotten one Oscar nod. That was for Pulp Fiction. That was him playing Jules, but he's played in roles that like should have been nominated, and I don't know. I just feel like he's looked over. I think he's, maybe he. I don't know if he cares or not. I think he just cares about the work that he puts out. But man, I would just love for Samuel to get him an Oscar one day, just one day.
Okay, so he played a lawyer in Law and Order.
Which Law and
That's
Order?
what
Like
it
the
say.
regular?
That's what it say. I don't know. Sometimes my Google be lying. It says in 1991 episode, Jackson portrayed a defense attorney named Louis Taggart. So it was the original Law and Order.
Man, I'm about to watch that episode. I'm about to watch
Why Google got a time to kill on here? He played a lawyer. I'm like, that's a lie.
He did not. Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah. All right. So the next one is I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Kingpin skits. Vincent D'Onofrio. Another underrated actor. All I hear is that violin music playing. I'm sorry. Vincent D'Onofrio, Full Metal Jacket, amazing performance. Of course, Kingpin and Daredevil, Magnificent Seven. He was in The Godfather of Harlem also. I never finished that series, but he played a little comedy in The Breakup. He was Vince Vaughn's brother, I believe. And he was on Law and Order for quite some time. I forgot what his detective name
Criminal
was.
Intent.
Yeah, Law and Order Criminal Intent. I forgot what his detective name was, but that was also a good show. But also, like, he has so many films. I haven't seen a lot of them, but the stuff that I have watched, he's just great in everything. And he's another one that kind of transforms into whatever you want him to be. And I appreciate that about him. This Kingpin role, though, he is killing it.
You didn't even bring up the Edgar. You ain't bring up him Edgar in Men in Black.
Yeah, I don't remember him from that. That's why I didn't say it. I saw it, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I seen Men in Black. All I remember is Tommy Lee and Will Smith. It's a lot of movies. Yeah.
No, he my man got a track record.
Yeah,
Love
he
him
does.
for sure. All right, next on the list, man. This man right here has definitely changed the game. I mean, you can't really talk about comedy without talking about him, and that's Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
It sucks that he's only had one Oscar nod, and that was for his role in Dreamgirls for Best Supporting Actor. I'm sorry, my bad. Put some respect on Eddie Murphy's name. He just changed like the way that we look at movies. Like, and it just sucks that the Academy. I love the Academy. Like, I appreciate them. But it sucks that they don't recognize comedy. Like, I don't think there was ever been a comedy that's been nominated. Well, it'll never be one that's nominated for like Best Picture. But when you think about what he was able to do with the Clumps, Nutty Professor playing 7 different roles, like that is talent. Like not anybody can do that,
That's
and
real.
he did that. For what he did in Boomerang, to have pretty much, an all African American, an all African American cast playing in a what were they? They were like a production company or but they were like one of the tops in like New York City. Like I mean, who does that? And then, he's been able to branch off and do other films that I don't think a lot of people can think that he was able to do, but Mr. Church,
I haven't seen it, but I've heard I need to see it.
Phenomenal in that movie. Like, and I felt like he maybe took that role to get an Oscar nod, but I don't even think he did for that. But if you definitely get a chance to check out, him in that, definitely check it out.
It's on my list.
Okay.
I agree. Eddie Murphy is definitely underrated. It's dope.
Yeah.
So I have another Eddie, Edward Norton. Another underrated actor. He was in Fight Club, Hulk, American History X. Woo! Red Dragon.
Yeah.
The Illusionist. I think he got an Oscar nod for that one also, or nomination, if I'm not mistaken. Primal Fear, which is one of my favorite Edward Norton movies. Aaron Stampler. Oh my God. That's what I'm sorry. He did amazing. I really like the way he portrayed that role, and then come to find out in the end he was faking the whole time. If y'all have never seen Primal Fear, y'all have to check out Primal Fear. It's Richard Gere, Edward Norton. Even the comedy part, Sausage Party, he voiced one of them things. And then Rounders. Rounders was also a good one. And then, of course, The Complete Unknown, which he was just nominated for this year with what was that, the Bob Dylan story? I think he was nominated for supporting actor.
Yeah, supporting.
Yeah.
Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Okay. Another good choice.
Yep.
Yeah. Good one. So another one that I have on my list is Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, my man has come a long way since Bubble Boy.
Listen.
It's so funny. I was looking at his catalog the other day, and I was like, damn, he played in Bubble Boy. And I like Bubble. Well, you know what? I probably haven't watched it in like 20 years, so I would have to watch it to see, if that movie is aged. But he has so many movies to his credit. I mean, he's played so many different roles and a different range of roles. I mean, you think about his role in Brokeback Mountain, his role in Prisoners, Southpaw. Southpaw was one of my favorite movies that I watched last year. I'd never seen it, and I was just like, you know what, let me watch this. And I'm just like, wow. He played in that dope ass series that was on Apple.
Presumed Innocent.
Listen, out of my seat. I was in California watching that, and I was just like, man, what day did that come on? Tuesday?
I think so. Yeah.
It was Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like, is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday yet? And people would ask me like, yo, you want to go out? Like, no, I'm going to go watch Presumed Innocent. Like, he is just in. Yeah, I anything that he is in, like, I would definitely watch it. He is so phenomenal, and he's again. The list is just based on performance, the range, and they play roles good enough to be, recognized by the Academy. I don't know if he has a nod, though. I don't know. I will have to look it up. I'm pretty sure he does.
Didn't he play the villain in Spider-Man? What, Mysterio?
Yeah, he played Mysterio.
Yeah.
Mysterio,
The guy has range. He has range.
Man has range.
I'm gonna try my hardest not to mess this next name up, but this is my boy,
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I know
Oh,
who he
okay,
is.
okay. That guy right there, I don't even think he's ever had an Oscar nod, but he is
I
incredible.
don't think so.
He has so much range, from Do the Right Thing to School Days, Mandalorian. He was in that show. I think we both watched it, called The Gentleman on Netflix. Do you remember that?
Um, the gentleman.
They were
Yeah, I
buying
was thinking
land
about
back
that
and
other show.
forth. They were
I didn't
buying.
watch
I
that
feel
one.
like you did.
It was another show that he was on
Kaleidoscope.
Netflix where you had the kaleidoscope. Yeah, I watched that.
He was
Yep.
also in The Godfather of Harlem, but and Malcolm X. But
Yeah.
the one that where I fell in love with him and it made me go back and watch more movies with him. I'm gonna clown you in the process of saying this show. Breaking Bad.
Oh shit! Dang. Wait, put me on.
Sean has never seen Breaking Bad, y'all. Giancarlo Esposito did his thing. I absolutely loved him in Breaking Bad. Oh my God. And Sean, you have already committed to starting the series after we completed The Wire, if I'm not mistaken. I'm putting you on spot right now.
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
He's going to go and
Yes.
watch the series, y'all, because Breaking Bad is so good. But I will let you know the first season is really slow. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad. Like, yeah, I'm definitely, and that's another show that my sister watched that I've never seen. The one that don't watch TV. And I had to ask her, like, okay, what dude was you talking to that had you watch this? Because I know you ain't watched this on your own. Yeah, I put her out on blast. Yeah, Breaking Bad. I'm gonna start that after The Wire. Last but not least, man, this dude right here, man, James McAvoy, and for Split alone,
Oh, absolutely.
like you can look at any other movie that he's ever done, but if you have never seen Split or Glass, and my man played like 20 different characters, like,
Listen.
and they all had like their own different personality. Like, I was just amazed. Like, I'm sitting here watching these two movies in the theater. M. Night Shyamalan films on top of that. Let's put
Listen.
that out there. But
Those
I'm
were
just
the
sitting there
hits.
watching them, and I'm just looking like, why is this man not being recognized for this?
Yeah.
But it's a horror. They don't recognize like comedies, and they don't recognize horrors.
And that sucks.
And no, it sucks because you got some true talent. Like, I don't think we will ever see anybody act in a way that he did in just those two movies that I just named. That movie Speak No Evil was really good.
Yeah.
I actually I liked it. I was just like, okay, I can get with this. X-Men, he was young Professor X. He was dope in that. I actually liked him in Wanted. Wanted was just one of those different types of movies. I enjoyed it. But I mean, he has a pretty decent catalog. But when I think about like what really made him awesome, what really made him great, his performance in Split and Glass, and the way he got in shape for those films,
Listen.
like when he turned into the Beast, whew.
I feel like that might have been a little bit of CGI too.
Well, yeah,
But I'm not going to knock him because he probably did have to get in a little bit of shape. But I think,
right.
yeah, I agree. I agree 100%
probably
with your
not wrong.
choice. I feel like he might be the number one most underrated actor on our list. I agree
Absolutely.
100%. Just from Split alone. You're absolutely right about
Yeah.
that.
I actually watched those this summer.
Did you?
Yeah,
Those are ones like if they come on, I can just watch. Like,
absolutely.
yeah.
All right. So now, guess what? We are about to come to our new favorite segment. Pick 3. And this week, we're going to be picking 3 movie soundtracks. 3 that you can keep, and the rest of them are gone forever. So I'm going to read them off the top. Last week, I couldn't count. There was clearly 20. And I said 16, but I promise y'all today, as I'm looking at it right now, is 12 albums, 12 soundtracks, and I'm going to read them across. We're going to post it up on the YouTube, but for our podcast listeners, I'm going to go ahead and read them off to you. So going off the top, we got Love and Basketball soundtrack, Purple Rain, Love Jones, Brown Sugar, The Bodyguard, Boomerang, Set It Off, Friday, The Best Man, Above the Rim, Soul Food, and Waiting to Exhale. So, out of those albums, since I went first and picked 3 last week, you're going to go first this week. And I've been dying to hear what your 3 are.
Well, what kind of criteria did you go by in picking? Like, what was the criteria? Was it all bangers?
Based on how much?
Or
based on how much I played it.
Okay. I would say the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
My three gonna surprise you, but I'm dying to hear yours. So let's go.
So, I'm going to do from least to favorite.
Okay.
So number 3 for me is Love and Basketball. It's a song on there. I haven't listened to like all of them, but it's a couple songs on there, like the Fool of Me song by Nichelle and DeJello. Oh, I love that song so much. I think that's for me, maybe this is my criteria. I'm sorry to jump back. If I can remember the exact part in the movie where the song was being played, if I remember that with all the songs, then that's got my vote. So Full of Me, the I Want to Be Your Man by Zapp and Roger, and then Holding Back the Years, and then Sweet Thing. Like, I remember every last one of those songs and what scene they were being played in that movie. I also love the movie too. My second choice, it was a toss-up again. I struggled. It was between Above the Rim and Soul Food. I love Above the Rim, but I'm giving it to Soul Food because I played it more, or at least my mom played it more, and I heard it all the time. I Care About You by Milestone. What About Us by Toto. We're Not Making Love No More by Drew Hill. And A Song for Mama. Like, it's plenty more, but those are the ones that stick out so much to me.
Yeah.
And my number 1 top 3 that I'm keeping is Waiting to Exhale. When I tell you my mom played that song all day, every day, I was forced to love it, but I ended up loving it. As I listened to it as an adult in my 30s and 40s, I fell in love with it even more. You got the bangers, Not Gonna Cry by Mary J., Sitting in My Room by Brandy, Let It Flow by Toni Braxton, and Why Does It Hurt So Bad by Whitney Houston. And again, I remember when each one of those songs and the scenes were being played. Like, it's movies and music are nostalgia for me, and I wish they make movie soundtracks like they used to. Black Panther is the only soundtrack that I've heard in a long time that I love that goes with the movie.
You ain't listen to Spider-Man soundtracks?
Not really.
Like the Miles.
No.
Bangers, both of them.
No.
Both of them, bangers. But okay. I like your 3.
Thank you.
So we said Love and Basketball, Soul Food, and Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So, you ready? You ready for me?
I'm ready.
All right. So my number 1, or I ain't gonna even say number 1, but there's no particular order, but I'm gonna go with Soul Food as well.
Okay.
I hate that this is not on Apple Music.
Right.
I absolutely hate it
Right.
because I promise you this will get played. When I had this CD back in the day, the amount of play scratches, like you could not see your face because that's how good this soundtrack was. Just, I mean, it opened up with "Song for Mama" by Boys II Men. I mean, and you've already named the hits on there already.
Yeah.
Like it, banger. Period. My other one was "Waiting to Exhale."
Oh, yay.
I love that sound. Listen, I love that soundtrack as well. At the end, when the credits come on and "Count on Me" plays,
Yes. Yes.
listen, it is there's a few movies out here that I will sit and I will watch the credits because of the song that's playing in the credits, and this is one of them. Because it goes slow motion, be like, oh, I can't because I don't want to get no copyright infringement because of singing the song. But "Count on Me," listen. Last but not least, so this one was kind of hard for me. It would have been "The Bodyguard." It would have been just off of this list. It would have been either "The Bodyguard" or because "Above the Rim" was a great soundtrack.
It was.
It was flat out a banger, but I'm gonna have to give the nod to "Boomerang."
Okay, I can see that.
That soundtrack has so many hits on it, and I think what really got me really, really onto it. It actually happened within the last. Let's see, what's this? This year 2025. So on my deployment in 2018, I think I ended up watching "Boomerang," and I was listening. There you go. I'm like, can't sing the song on here. But then I was like, I went and listened to the soundtrack. And I'm like, oh my God, like you can let this boy play. And it was in the rotation. Like, and it's funny, people who were like our age when they were, because I would always bring like my speaker to like my post and I would have music playing. So people that was like our age would come and they were like, what you know about that? And then I would tell them how old I'm at. All right, cool, bet, so. Those are my three.
So let me put you on the spot again.
See what you got.
So for those of you who don't know, Sean loves music from TV shows and movies. He would text me songs like he was watching Shrinking. Oh, that's another show we're gonna have to talk about. He was watching Shrinking. He would text me, this song is good. But so I'm going to ask you to name your favorite song from each of your top three. One favorite song from each one. So what's your favorite song on Waiting to Exhale?
"Count on Me."
What's your favorite song on Soul Food?
"We're Not Making Love No More."
And what's your favorite song on the last one?
Oh, "Boomerang." There you go.
Oh, okay.
Cause that scene with him and Robin Givens, because back in she on that black lingerie. Yeah.
Have you found any songs that you like in Daredevil?
No, and I don't think they really. And if they did play music, it was more like hard rock. I'm not really a hard rock person.
Okay.
But anything that's like alternative, or kind of like on that country or NSYNC-ish type.
I got you.
Pop.
Yeah.
There you go, pop. Like all of my new music that I get from TV shows, or if they play it in the credits, and I'm like, damn, I like that. So I gotta go on playlists right now of stuff that I've got from TV shows.
All righty. You guys, we've come to the end. Aww.
Wow. That fast. We went through all of that quick? Goodness.
We did.
Well, this was definitely fun. Looking forward to more pick threes. I think this is a really good pick three.
Yeah, it was. I can't wait to do the horror pick three because, that's my genre. I love horror.
Yes. I'm going to have to dig deep on that one. But no, I can get three.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can get three for sure.
So on our next episode, well, you know what? I'll probably have a reel for Woman in the Yard for you guys soon. I believe Sean's going to have
Yep.
a reel for The Reacher. The whole season?
Yes. Yeah, the whole season. The season finale is today.
Okay.
As of, recording day. So
Okay. And then, the pit finishes up. Oh, we got 3 weeks for the pit. It'll finish
Yeah,
on
we
our
got three.
last recording, our next recording day. That comes on tonight,
Yep.
though. Whew.
Oh,
I can't wait. So next time we'll probably have Daredevil 7 and 8. I don't know. Are we going to start the Dope Thief the Dope Thief
You know what?
series?
Yeah, I definitely want to watch that. For our boy
Yeah.
Brian Tyree Henry.
Who also deserves honorable mention for our top 10.
Listen, he got a nod for that movie that he did with Jennifer Lawrence, but I didn't think he was gonna win. But I thought he played a pretty solid role in that movie.
Yeah. And what else? I don't know. We'll probably be done with The Wire, all seasons,
Yeah,
by the next episode. So we'll have a
sure.
complete review for you guys.
complete review notes. I've been taking my notes.
So The Wire season 3, 4, and 5, Daredevil 7 and 8, Dope Thief. Are we going to attack the studio with Seth Rogen? Is that his name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We'll see. We got a lot of shows going on right now,
we need
but
some
I'll tell you what, we
movies.
can. Yeah, we definitely. Well, the movies are about to start. They're about to start coming out, so we'll definitely be able to talk about more movies for sure. But the TV shows have just been bangers. So like that's just where we've been. Like we've been in the house. But yeah, no, movies are definitely coming.
Yeah, we got the Amateur, Drop. Like I said, Woman in the Yard. Are you going to go see Woman in the Yard? Or are you gonna let me handle the horror?
I'm gonna let you handle the horror. The next horror movie that I will be watching will be what is that? Final Destination.
All right, yeah. I've been doing good on not watching the trailer too.
Oh, I skipped that.
Yeah. People keep sending it to me. I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I hate that I know what Tony Todd looks like. Like I did not want to see it.
I didn't want to see that either.
Yeah. I did not. I mean, I just didn't want to see it because I don't want to see because trailers. I think we talked about it episode 1. Trailers give away too much of the movie.
Yeah. Oh, and did you see they about to really come out with I Know What You Did Last Summer? I'm so disappointed.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go see it.
Is it gonna be a remake or a continuation? Like, that's what's pissing me off.
I think Jennifer Love Hewitt's still gonna be in it though.
She's making a cameo, I believe, but it's not going to be like solely just her. I really think it's like a remake. And I hope it's not. I plan on seeing it too, but I need some more creativity. That's why I'm excited about Woman in the Yard.
Okay.
Has it been an hour?
Watch, you're gonna do a reel for it and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I gotta go break my neck to go see it like I did everything
Right.
else. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Film Geeks. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Film Geeks _ Film Geeks 83 _ podcast. That's on Instagram and the TikTok. You can also follow us on YouTube. So definitely like, subscribe. Hit that bell for them notifications when we drop our videos and also when we drop our reels, because we drop our reels on all the platforms. You can also listen to us on Apple and Spotify under Film Geeks 83. So there should be no reason that you cannot listen to our content. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. We look forward to the next one, and that's it. Peace
Peace out.